The story begins with Laura Ingalls, a young girl, living with her family in a log cabin in the big woods of Wisconsin. The family consists of Laura, her older sister Mary, her baby sister Carrie, and her parents, Ma and Pa. The story takes place in the late 19th century, when life was simple and revolved around family, farming, and surviving off the land. The cabin is surrounded by thick woods, and the family lives far from any towns or neighbors. Laura describes how the family's food is prepared and preserved for winter. Pa hunts deer, traps muskrats, and occasionally brings home bears for meat. The family also raises a few crops and tends to farm animals. Laura explains how they make butter, cheese, and sausage from the milk of their cow, and how they store food for the long, cold winter. The family lives a self-sufficient life, and they work hard to ensure they have enough to survive through the harsh seasons. Pa plays the fiddle in the evenings, filling the house with music and making Laura feel safe and happy. The winters in the big woods are long and cold. Laura describes how the family spends their days and nights during this season. The girls stay indoors with Ma, helping with chores like sewing and cleaning. Pa ventures into the woods to hunt and check his traps. Laura loves hearing the stories Pa tells about his own childhood and the adventures he had while growing up. At night, the family gathers around the fireplace, listening to Pa's stories and the music of his fiddle. The warmth of the fire and the sound of the fiddle comfort Laura as she falls asleep in the cozy little house. The chapter provides a vivid description of the family's close-knit life during the long winter. Pa is an excellent marksman, and in this chapter, Laura describes how important his rifle is to the family's survival. Pa uses his long rifle to hunt animals like deer, bears, and rabbits, which provide the family with meat throughout the year. Laura is fascinated by Pa's skill with the rifle and the stories he tells about his hunting adventures. One of the most exciting moments in this chapter is when Pa encounters a bear in the woods. Laura is thrilled by the tale, as Pa explains how he shot the bear just as it was about to attack. The bear's meat provides a feast for the family, and its skin is used to make warm blankets for the winter. This chapter emphasizes the importance of Pa's hunting skills and the dangers of living in the wilderness. Christmas is a special time for the Ingalls family. In this chapter, Laura describes how they prepare for the holiday. The girls help Ma bake cookies, make candy, and decorate the house. They also receive special gifts, such as handmade dolls and new mittens. On Christmas Eve, the family enjoys a festive meal with the food they've saved and prepared for the occasion. Pa plays the fiddle, and the girls feel the warmth and joy of the holiday. This simple but meaningful celebration highlights the importance of family, gratitude, and love in their lives. Sundays in the Ingalls household are quiet and peaceful. Laura explains that on Sundays, the family doesn't do any work. They spend the day resting, reading the Bible, and listening to stories. Laura finds Sundays a bit difficult because she has to sit still and be quiet all day, but she enjoys listening to Pa's stories, especially about his own childhood. One of Pa's stories is about his experience going to town as a boy, which was rare because their family lived far from any settlement. He recalls how different life was back then, and how they made do with what they had. This chapter reveals how important storytelling is in the family's life, as it connects Laura to her family's past and gives her a sense of history and tradition. One of the most exciting chapters in the book is when Pa encounters two big bears in the woods. Laura vividly recounts Pa's thrilling tale of coming face to face with the bears. In one instance, Pa mistakes a large stump for a bear in the dark, and the situation turns into a humorous moment as he realizes his mistake. However, the next bear encounter is real, and Pa has to act quickly to protect himself and bring home the bear meat. The family celebrates the successful hunt, knowing that they will have plenty of food for the winter. The chapter captures the excitement and danger of life in the wilderness, and Pa's skill in keeping his family safe. In the spring, the family experiences what Pa calls a sugar snow. This type of snow helps the sap run in the maple trees, which is essential for making maple syrup. Laura is excited when Pa takes her and Mary to help gather sap from the maple trees in their grandfather's sugar bush. At the sugar camp, the family boils the sap to make syrup and sugar. Laura enjoys the delicious syrup and the fun of being with her extended family. This chapter highlights the simple pleasures of life in the big woods and the importance of nature in providing food and resources for the family. One of the happiest moments in the book is when the family attends a dance at Grandpa's house. Laura describes the preparations for the dance, including making special food and getting dressed in their finest clothes. The family travels through the snow to Grandpa's house, where many of their relatives and neighbors have gathered for the occasion. At the dance, Pa plays the fiddle, and everyone enjoys music, dancing, and laughter. Laura watches as the adults dance and have fun, and she feels the warmth and joy of being part of a loving, supportive community. This chapter shows how important social gatherings are in the lives of frontier families, as they provide a break from the hard work of daily life and bring people together. Laura experiences her first trip to town. The family travels to Pepin, Wisconsin to buy supplies and see the town. Laura is fascinated by the stores, the people, and the bustling activity of the town. She describes the excitement of seeing so many new things, such as glass windows, fancy dishes, and fabrics for making clothes. The trip to town is a rare and exciting event for the family, and Laura enjoys the adventure of being in a place so different from their quiet life in the big woods. This chapter contrasts the simplicity of life in the woods with the excitement and variety of the town. As summer arrives, the family works hard to tend to their crops and animals. Laura describes how they plant corn, beans, and pumpkins, and how they care for their garden. Summer is also a time for fun, as Laura and Mary play outside in the warm weather, explore the woods, and help with the chores. The family enjoys the fruits of their labor, harvesting fresh vegetables from the garden and enjoying the warm, sunny days. Laura loves the beauty of the big woods in the summertime, with its lush greenery and abundant wildlife. This chapter emphasizes the rhythm of life on the farm, with each season bringing new challenges and rewards. In the fall, the family harvests their crops and prepares for the coming winter. Laura describes the hard work of gathering corn, storing vegetables, and preserving food. Pa also hunts more game to ensure they have enough meat to last through the cold months. The family works together to make sure they are ready for winter, and Laura feels proud of the work they've done. The harvest season is a time of satisfaction, as the family enjoys the rewards of their labor and prepares to settle in for another long winter. The book ends with Pa going out to hunt a deer to provide meat for the winter. However, when Pa sees two beautiful deer in the woods, he decides not to shoot them. He returns home empty-handed but happy, knowing that there will be other opportunities to hunt. Laura is touched by Pa's decision and feels a deep connection to the natural world. The final chapter emphasizes the theme of respect for nature and the balance between survival and compassion. Laura falls asleep to the sound of Pa's fiddle, feeling safe and content in her little house in the big woods. Like and subscribe to Bedtime Stories in 10 minutes.